I'm Julianne Neal, and I'm so pleased to be here this morning with Lynda Watson. And Lynda is going to be speaking with us about her magazine, Equine Leadership. Lynda, welcome to the Authors Web Chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, thank you. This is an interesting project, and I know you've just finished your 5th edition, and you're already gearing up, working toward edition 6 that'll be out next year. Can you tell us about the project and what caused you to start it? How did you get it? How did you go down this road?
Absolutely. Short story long. So being a magazine, I was taking a leadership course about 7 years ago, and the leadership platform at that time, or premise, was you lead with the same kind of energy that somebody else has. And I started to push back. I found myself, didn't feel it in my body, and I was pushing back. And I was literally pushed to the point of an idea when they asked me, then how are you going to lead? And I, out of my heart, because I don't remember my mouth or my brain, but out of my heart said, I'm going to lead like a horse. And I ended up quitting the course. I was done with that course. Apparently that's what I needed out of it. I quit the course, and I do not remember the moment that I said, let's start a magazine, because that was something I'd never done before. Wow. And I called some friends. I called some people in the business that I knew. I'd been in the business since I had a farm since I was 19 years old. So I've been in the business for a while, and called the people I knew that had the same premise and had the same way of thinking. And first edition was done in no time, and it grew and grew and grew from there, and it's getting to the point where it's growing exponentially. Our next edition, not our 6th, which we're working on now, our 7th edition is half full already.
Wow. So we all better, anybody that wants to submit an article better be quick.
We don't have a theme yet even.
Well, that's I was going to ask, because I noticed, like, in your first one, there were some general things with horses as leaders and horse as your mirror and that sort of thing. But the more you developed into later editions, you came up with some themes and connections and different other things. So I think that's really interesting. What's the theme for next year?
Next year, or this coming year?
Coming year.
The 6th edition, it's Humanity Needs the Horses. It's something that we've come, just to the times that we are in now. A hashtag came to me way back beginning of the summer, or when the lockdown and everything started. And it really was that humanity at this point really needs that horse model. So this hashtag of Humanity Needs the Horses, we started a little Facebook group of that, and we started some interviews. And we started interviewing some of our authors and at their place of their farms. And it gave people a chance to just go and see, just to be there with the horses and the energy of the horses, and talk to the people and the authors that had the horses. And it just grew from there. It just built up from there. And then we ended up with a conference. We did a virtual conference this year too with some of our authors. So this Humanity Needs the Horses stuck, and we figured we might as well just, when you got a good idea, you just keep going with it.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going with.
You also have your YouTube channel, and you've got, the website is phenomenal, and you can see the past editions of the magazine. I love that right now you've got one of the covers, a picture right behind you on the wall. So really beautiful artwork, beautifully done magazines. They're exquisite. So you should be very proud. What's the most rewarding thing that has happened so far because of this project?
The growth. No, I shouldn't say the growth, sorry. The evolution. The evolution of it. The fact that we started with some local people that, wrote for it, to having now an international group of authors and international readership. The magazine, the hard copies we get are sent around the world. And the authors are, and it just blows my mind every time I think of it. I get so excited, and it just evolves naturally. I call this a project of the heart. I wait for things to happen. I wait for the ideas to come, and I know the right authors come at the right times.
Yes.
And so, that's just been, the evolution of it has been phenomenal. It's so exciting, and really that's what I'm most proud of.
Well, and the connections, I think we mentioned a little bit earlier. What connection brought you to the EQUUS Film Festival?
So it was one of our authors that is writing for us this year. So Esther Bernstein from Sapphire Sanctuary out in California is writing for us this year. We were on a author call the other night just to connect and network a bit. And I just brought it up because we have another author, Dorothy Quixote, who has had a photo story in the film festival, and both of them together on the same, they just sort of said, hey, we should do this. So Esther knew the right person to get in touch with, and the rest is history, so to speak.
That's wonderful. Yeah. Well, the connections through this festival are always pretty special. So, so how, if folks wanted to see the magazine online, if they wanted to follow you, where could they find you? Where are the best places to start?
Absolutely. Well, equineleadership.ca, fairly simple, that one, and it's all there. We have all of the articles electronically. You can go see it at issuu.com, so it's issuu.com, and it is in there, so you can read it like a magazine in there. So all of them are posted on there. And then, of course, we have our YouTube channel, which is Equine Leadership. We have an Equine Leadership Facebook page, and then we did a little Humanity Needs a Horses Facebook page there. And then if people want to order hard copies, we do have some of this year's and last year's hard copies. We do a limited run on them. So there are some left, and the pricing and my contact is all on the Equine Leadership webpage. So it's all there.
Yeah, well, I can say I've got one of the hard copies or two of them, and they're beautiful. So
thank you so much. Yeah, they are. It's always a special moment when we take a hard copy and are able to just hold it. There's something, it's like a book, and you're just able to take it and hold it. And then we just got our lead. I do the photography in it, and we just got our front cover shot the other day, and that was just a special moment to look at it and go, that's it. Wow. That's the one. So
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, I know folks are going to be looking you up. So thank you so much for speaking with me today. And
I'm so excited to be part of this.
Can't wait to see what happens next.
Awesome. Thank you so much for letting me be part of this.